double upload, possibly even a triple video stream today. I'm trying to get a good bit of content out there to you guys. Steadily growing my channel, and I mean at this time last month I was sitting at 20 subscribers, and that sounds like nothing to a lot of people. And now I'm sitting at 73, and still to some YouTubers that is just a drop in the bucket. They get that daily, but I'm not there yet. So I'm really trying to get my content out to you guys. I'm trying to stay really involved. Like I've always looked at video games as being like a really positive part of my life. I always looked at them as being a community of friends. Like I make friends with people from all over the world because I play online video games. Like half of these guys, you live in different states. Some of you people that watch my channel, you live in different countries. I've gotten views in Italy. I've gotten views in Japan. I have views in Saudi Arabia and Brazil and Cambodia. I'm getting views from everywhere, and it's amazing that video games and the connectivity that we have in the world now allows us to communicate with people so far away, people that we would have otherwise never met in our lives. And during this stream, I'm going to show you the deck build I have. This game I'm going to be playing with my Grux, but I'm also going to do a lot of talking about what video games mean to me. And I also want to hear back from you guys in the comment section if you're watching the stream as it's going, and if you're watching this after the stream's done and it's posted on my channel. What do video games mean to you guys? Like, to me, they're a way to come home after a long day's work and just relax, kick back, and enjoy a different reality than the one I live in. And some people say it's an escape, and I mean, the truth is it is an escape. It's a way to get into a different life, a different lifestyle that you yourself would never have experienced. Like, I'm not gonna go around and fight monsters that look like a Grux. For one, they don't exist in reality. They don't exist in our world, but in this world, they're real, and it's fun. It's a way to let off steam. It's a way to enjoy your day at the end of the day. Okay, so let's get through this building. I'll get back more into the metaphysical, whatever the hell I'm talking about in this stream. So you have Blast Harness. That's going to be my 50% crit bonus. If I have critical on any build, I'm going to go with crit bonus as well. I may very well phase out crit bonus in favor of more damage and attack speed on this build at a later date. I'm just not sure yet if I want to go with that, because I enjoy seeing like 400s pop up on the screen. Blame me. I'm a simple guy. I like simple things. I like big numbers getting hit on other people I'm fighting. Blast Harness, just kinetics, basic kinetics. I tried to cut back there as well as on my brand, the Iron Eater, a little bit of life steal. 0.75 when I'm finished with it. With, what is that? 6, 12, 18 plus 3. So 21% critical out of this card right here. A Rust Breaker with a Dire Pierce thrown in there, a Major Strike and a Strike, giving me a pretty solid amount of armor penetration, enough to ignore an early level of armor, or like that starting armor and a little extra if they decide to go with it. I'll hit that much harder than the guys who do decide to go into armor. Tempered Plate for my own armor and health for the guys who won't invest at all in piercing, because if you look at like pierces compared to the damage that they do, and it all works off on a one-to-one basis. Pierce ignores exactly, like when you have physical penetration and energy penetration, it ignores exactly one armor per penetration. So if a guy was to go ahead and have 200 armor and you had 200 penetration, you can look at these cards, 3 to 3. You get less penetration, but you get a lot more penetration and damage. And damage counteracts, armor counteracts damage also on the one-to-one basis. At least that's what I'm inferring from what I've seen in the games I've played. It could be different. If I'm wrong, correct me on that, but it looks like it counteracts damage on a one-to-one basis. I'm not saying you're going to hit for 0 if you have 100 armor and this guy has that much damage. Like, you're still going to get some damage, but it reduces it drastically. It's probably percentage based, who knows. I'll have to do a lot further digging into it, but for characters like Grux who are always in the middle of a big time fight, it's a wonderful thing to have that armor and that armor penetration to ignore those guys who have armor. Like, I'm going to do that much more damage. I'm going to be doing 50 plus more damage a hit because of this penetration. Stalker's Key, I explained that in my last video for the guys who aren't familiar with it. Stalker's Key is 3-second harvester time, 2.5 life steal to begin with, plus 0.8 health per hit, no matter what level your life steal is at, how much damage you're doing, 8 health back. So this will probably be one of the first things I get, because I tend to jungle a lot with Grux, and that'll help me jungle indefinitely. If you have that, once you have that card on in the jungle, you're untouchable by minions. Minions can't do enough damage to you fast enough, you'll be fine. So I have that, and I'm also going to stock it with 3 drains, so even more lifesteal, even more chance of me surviving in the jungle fight and even outside the jungle with the lifesteal itself. Went over this card, 2 greater guards, the 22 armor starts out with plus the 100 extra health, 300 additional health from a card, so that's 400 extra health and a sizable chunk of armor. But just like you guys, I have no idea how this build is going to work. I could lose terribly, it could work out great, so stick around till the end and you'll find out if this is a build you want to try at all or not. My Thirst Fang, it's all about the strikes plus that 10 lifesteal I get out of this card. So when you add that together, I'm gonna have a decent bit of lifesteal going with this guy. That's how I intend to function in this build, is getting health back from what I hit. Like if mid fight I'm not getting enough damage in on the guys I'm fighting, hit some minions. Get some minions out of the way. If my team's engaged in a big fight, I can focus on the minions and get my health back up and jump right back in as my teammates need to hop out. I was using Vampiric Elixir and Fiend Elixir on this, but I think that this Fiend Elixir is pretty well both broken. It says instant restore plus 12 mana upon receiving energy damage. And I can tell you it doesn't work on the minions, so this card to me seems broken. If it's working right, and if it's only player damage, they should specify that. Or if it does nothing, then I'm glad I'm not using it. Let's see if we can get into a match here. While waiting on that, I can go back to the subject, the title of this video. Why do video games take up so much time in our lives? It's because they allow us to connect with everybody. They allow us to experience a world that we couldn't. Like, I love video games. I love games like Skyrim because it lets you go back to medieval times where you had to work with your hands. You had to mine the ore and smelt it, then smith it to get the armor that you want to wear, unless you were rich. And video games like RPGs, they're like a tale of going from poor to riches. Like, you go from being a complete plebe, a complete nobody, a noob in the game, you're useless, and you build yourself up to be great. You have unlimited wealth in this game. And I think it's because vast majority of people that play video games, they don't have it to the point where they can just buy what they wish. You know, they can't just go ahead and decide, I like this house, buy it. It's not like it's always a price to be asked. You never get to that point. At least I have it, and most vast majority of people in the world have yet to get to that point in their lives where they can just do what they want to. I think video games are a sense of freedom. They allow you to do the things that you could not do in real life. You cannot go back to the Middle Ages, and it is very hard to have like a meteoric rise to fame and power in the real world, unless you do something like obscenely stupid or something very genius. It is a lot easier to do something stupid and get famous than do something smart and get famous and rich off of it. I can tell you that right now. But in the video game world, you just have to be able to follow the storyline. It's a pattern laid out for you. And I mean, even in MMOs, I mean not MMOs, even in open world RPGs, there is still certain things that you have to go through in there, and it's like it's all set out before you. You do this. It's like it's a positive reinforcement thing. It's like, if you do this, you will receive this. In the real world, they will tell you, if you do this, you'll get this. But after you've done this, then they're like, well, there's one thing stopping you here. Like, if you go to work all of these days, you're going to get your promotion, and you're going to get this, and you're going to do this. But in reality, you're going to go to work all of these days, and when it comes time for your promotion, who didn't pick? Why would you do that? Oh, okay. I'm deeply confused. It said draft the board, and then we picked. Whatever. But it gives you so many freedoms. You can't, like simple racing games like Need for Speed off, or even say going as far as Forza Motorsports or something like that. That's not something you can experience. I think that's why Need for Speed had that drop in quality when they left away from the street racing scene and they went towards the more professional circuit, because some people just have it in mind, like, what if I could just run from the cops in a super fast car, like, and I could just get away from them and like face no potential consequences. In that game, you get arrested, it goes back to the save screen. Like in real life, you run from the cops in the cop car, you're probably like not, like, look at that rendering in it, is hideous. You're probably gonna get caught, and if you do escape, they've probably caught your plate, so they're coming to your house, you're going to jail. They could shoot at you while you're in the car running from the cops, because that's assault with a deadly weapon, so you could be killed. You could kill by crashing your car into a tree wrapping around it. In a racing video game, you have to have the nicest, most expensive, fastest cars you could possibly get your hands, like a Guerrero 1-to-1s. Like, there weren't even any of those in the US for you to get your hands on, but in that game it simulates the even if it's only 10% of the fun, 5% of the fun you would have from owning something like an Agera, Koenigsegg Agera, or it lets you experience that, or Bugatti Veyron, or whatever your dream car may be. You may want a Camaro Z28. You can experience that fun from the game. It lets you live so many different lives. And Mortal Kombat, brutally ripping an opponent apart. I mean, sure, that caters to like humans' primal need for violence. Everyone says all humans are not naturally violent. Humans are naturally violent. Don't let that get away from you. They found spearheads in human rib cages from the beginning of our. What the hell was that? I think neighbors upstairs were making noise. They found spears in human rib cages since the beginning of time. I mean, it's natural, and now that we live in a society where that violence it has no way to get out other than like physical contact, sports, and video games. I mean, you're pretty much left with those as options unless you want to like go to jail for the rest of your life. So I think it's a positive thing. I think the video game community makes the world a better place. I mean, just like a lot of the guys, like they smoke their weed, they do their thing, they do drugs or whatever it is. I'm not gonna say all drugs, but like weed, for instance. That is a drug that I see as hurting no one. It just makes people happy. Let people be happy. I enjoy people being happy because when people are happy, people are less violent. People are less violent, the world's great. Same thing with video games. It gets rid of that violent urge that people have in them. You get pissed off at someone at work, you can't just haul off and punch them. You come home and you play a boxing game. You come home and you play a fighting game. I mean, I don't think it's a good sign if you come home and cut on Call of Duty because you're pissed at a coworker, though. So I'm not going to recommend that on this channel. But it's definitely, it's an outlet. It's an outlet for a lot of things. It brings people together. And I remember at points in times they were trying to like ban certain versions of video games because they felt that they made us, at the time, the generation of kids, violent. I remember like this big controversy about Grand Theft Auto. And I mean, sure, you're gonna get some whack jobs that go out and do it, but you can't blame an entire community of people for somebody that was probably prone to do something like that anyway. Of course, kid played Grand Theft Auto, killed someone. Guess what? This kid was probably going to kill someone anyway. Yeah, that's just the truth of the matter. I think people should be allowed to freely enjoy what they want to freely enjoy. And for me, my enjoyment is video games. A lot of you guys, if you're checking out my channel, you're watching my channel, 9 times out of 10, it's all about video games. It's all about consoles and PCs and PC parts, the latest games coming out. And you guys enjoy that, so you're probably going to be a gamer too. So this relates to you. And if you guys can tell by the amount of ums and uhs I do in these videos, these are completely unscripted. These are off the top of my head. They're literally just me thinking about stuff that crosses my mind. Like you probably told as a kid, oh, I don't know what's the point of you playing those video games because you'll never make $1 playing video games. But like now it comes like some of the richest guys in the world, like these YouTube stars. Fairly short. I just ate a snack and got right back on. I'm trying to. Stephen Click says how was dinner. I got off on my last stream until I was going to eat. It was good. I literally just grabbed the snack. I didn't even feel like cooking, so I just grabbed the snack. We have leftovers in the house, but I just prefer the snack really fast one. Got back to another video. I'm really working on hitting my first 100 videos. Right now, I think I'm at like 76 or 77 videos. I'm trying to get 100 videos and also try to hit 100 subs. And those are two markers I want to hit. And that probably doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but if you've started off at the very bottom and you remember how hard it was to grow from there, it's amazing. But like to me, the fact that YouTubers are making like tons of money off of YouTube playing video games, it's just like, it's like that high you could throw back at your parents' face, because everyone who has ever played a video game has had their parents tell them, turn off the game, go do something constructive, because you'll never make $1 playing video games. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys like Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and Ali and guys in that like caliber of YouTube stars, they could literally like one up their parents and go back and say, hey, you remember that time you said I wouldn't make any money off of this? They did it, and it's a little bit of a rebellious thing with me doing this. I mean, of course, I'm far from being in my parents' home at this point in my life, but I would post my video game footage for free, honestly. It's just, it's nice to know that you can make a living literally doing something you love. Yes, I love working on cars. I love cars, but it gets stressful. Like, I've never played a video game and had it get stressful. I enjoy video games from the time I cut them on until the time I have to cut them off because I'm deliriously tired. That's just how I am. I've been a gamer my... Holy hell, I didn't even put these up. I wonder if I could catch this kid. Well, that just sucked. That was a terrible toss. I hope he wasn't aiming at me with that. Well, if that's all that guy's got, I'm not really in much trouble, am I? I'm trying to see if I can end this match in under an hour. It looks like we have the... I should have definitely used that on them. Take those out. I'm not gonna pretend like that was on purpose. I completely forgot those damn things are there. But yeah, Steven, man, if you're a video gamer, man, you completely understand what I'm talking about. And the reason I got on this is because I was thinking earlier, like I did the stream about the PS4 Pro, right? And I was talking about how like the PC elitists. Yeah, they don't have a very good team. Well, yeah, because this guy could have gotten that kill if he had targeted the Norbash instead of what's-his-face. But, I was thinking, like, how could these guys, like, they're so, like, heavy set on separating the PC community from the console community. In reality, we're all the same thing. We are all gamers. We love to play video games. Now, I understand that the vast majority of the PC community is far more technical. They're far more technically involved in their systems, and they take pride in that. And I understand that. It's like the guy that builds his race car compared to the guy that like bought just a supercar or bought a sports car. The guy that built his, even if his is slower and a built car will never cost more. I'm actually pro building versus buying, but you're gonna have to buy something. You're not gonna build and manufacture your own damn turbos, your own intercoolers, your own tunes. You're not gonna do that. No one does that. But it's that same philosophy there. It's like they take a deep pride in it. It's like their baby. You can't talk shit about someone's kid. But at the end of the day, we're all gamers. We all enjoy this thing. We all enjoy. And I mean, there are different types of gamers. There's the RPG players. There's the guys that love Pokemon Go. I would not normally associate them as a gamer myself, but the truth is they play video games. It's a video game, and they enjoy it, so therefore they are video gamers. They may not have the same level of love for video games as a PC player or a console player, but... Is that a Chimera? Do we even have a Chimera? Yeah, we do, alright. They may not have that same level of love for this as us, but at a degree, they are a gamer. We are united in that one front. I can go back and check on this power in a second. I'm hitting so weak. I took that kid out. God, I'm hitting 45. This is horrible. Try to see if I can hit 15 before I go. But like games like Paragon, MOBAs and stuff like that, they're an acquired taste of some players. Some players feel, some people that play video games, they're strictly sports players. They're strictly sports players, and they feel like NFL, like Madden and 2K are their extent of gaming, and they're not like us. They're not at that same level, but they dedicate just as many hours to playing games like that as we do games like this. We're all still gamers. Like, guys like us may look at them and be like, well, you're not a true gamer, but the truth is they love to play a video game, whether it's with a keyboard, whether it's with a joystick. We're all gamers. Thank you, Angel. I really appreciate that, man. Like, I'm trying to like maintain a stable life with my girlfriend and put up a lot of videos for you guys, because she is like, you spend so much time doing this, and I know I do. Like, I literally spend between 6, like whenever I'm not at work, and like I left my last job for a better job, so now I have more time. But before that, whenever I wasn't at work, I was at home on video games. Even while I was at work and we didn't have anything to do, because I work as a technician, and like we get times in the day where it's literally no cars coming in and we don't get paid if there's no cars in there. So I would pick up my phone and like look up the next big thing in video gaming, or the next game that's coming out, or the next console, the next update for the console, just so I could put that information out to the guys who don't want to go through all of the trouble and search through all of this, because I know a lot of people, they want to know things about the video games, but they just don't have the free time. So I would take like 6 hours plus a day and just find out every bit of information I could about the gaming community, how it's changing across the board. Like lately, I've been following like the NVIDIA and Intel and the AMD processors and GPUs, and like their updates and like their improvements for the PC community can only help us down the line. And I'm not gonna say us, as in just PlayStation or Xbox players, or if you have one of those god awful contraptions, or we players are, I guess you're gamers. You're gamers. I'm all for one and one for all type deal, but you gamers fit into this very slimly. But even those guys, they'll benefit from competition between AMD and Intel. So I've been following the hell out of that. Intel's coming out with their Skylake processors in January. Zen's coming out in January from AMD. Vega's supposed to be out early next year. These are CPUs and GPUs that are going to be in our next couple of consoles, or our next couple iterations of these consoles we have now. So I've been following that to get the information out to you guys. I'm waiting until there's more concrete information. Right now, it looks like AMD is going to have Intel in a position where they're going to have to come down in price. And a drop in price from Intel is a win for everybody across the board. And the reason that AMD has gotten to the point of being that far in the R&D where they can pressure a company like Intel and Nvidia with quality components and not let Intel have a monopoly on the components that go in our PCs and our consoles. Well, we all know that AMD won out over the consoles in this generation. So they got that extra R&D funding to go. Yeah, this guy's not gonna get this tile. 8. That's not gonna work. But yeah, you see, that's why you really messed up. Bye. All right. But yeah, they came out with them being able to do that and pressure Intel. It's gonna push the market down on cost for PC. When the market goes down in cost for PC, more people are gonna buy more PC components. The more PC components get bought, the more companies have money for R&D. The cheaper the products get. The cheaper the products, the better the next generation of consoles will be. So I think that the PC guys should really look at it more as a us instead of a us versus them. Because the reality is, it's not PC versus console. It's PC and console, and even handheld to a degree, versus the people who are putting out the technology that we play on. Because at the end of it, it's all a business transaction. Get back over here, man. Had to get him for that one. But yes, it's all a business transaction, and the better quality stuff that's out there on the market. That's what you thought was gonna kill me, okay? the better the quality of the items on the market, the easier it is to get higher quality things down to the entry level guys. Eventually 4K 60 frames a second is going to be entry level, and we're going to look at that like people used to look at 720 now. Like that's not even that good anymore, but that's because technology progresses. But away from the technology aspect, and which tower did they take? But away from the technology aspect of it, and back more towards what it means to be a gamer and how gamers I feel like gamers make the world a better place. We really do. I mean, of course every community has its D-bags and its a-holes and guys that they just sour everything for everybody. For me, in this game in particular, it would be the people who surrender the second they die at the start of the guys that just sit at the base hoping to get their first win of the day. And it's early life lessons for even like young kids. They get to see that not everything is sugar coated and candy. They get to meet the real world. They get to meet people from all over. Like Angel Hernandez, you still in the stream, Angel? Steven, you still in the stream? Where you guys from? From the U.S. If you're from the U.S., what part, what state? I hope they're still in the stream. But oh, this guy's caught again. Oh, victimized. What do? You teleport? Oh, okay, you're gonna do that. Let me come over here. Murdoch's gonna mess you up though. Oh, that's so messed up. What was that kid thinking? He does not know how to play with Gideon. He's not strong enough to like outpower us. So I don't know what he was thinking there. But yeah, man, like I feel like the video game community should just come together on that. Like this whole thing going on with Sony and Xbox, Sony and Microsoft, with them trying to keep the Xbox and the PlayStation servers separate. I don't think that should be the deal. I understand they both should have their own funding, but it should be more down to the gamers than what the console companies are giving us. They should allow us to play with our friends on Xbox. See, and I'm from the U.S., but I live in Louisiana, so we're like opposite ends. That didn't hurt. But we wrecked him just now, though. Oh my God, that damage. We live on opposite ends of the U.S. We were like outside of video gaming and YouTube, we were very unlikely to ever run into each other. And if we were to run into each other, we probably wouldn't have even given each other a heads up. But because now that I've met you through YouTube and playing PlayStation or playing this game, if I actually met you in person, I knew what you looked like, I would say what's up to you. I mean, I think I didn't realize they took this first tower. I'm like really like sticking out like a sore thumb. But I think it just encourages like global friendships. I get compliments from people all over the world, like in languages, honestly, I can't even read. Oh, well, hell, it might not even be a compliment. But actually, it was a compliment. Like his name, I couldn't read. It was I think it was a guy from Saudi Arabia. And like whenever I see stuff like that, I try to go ahead and ask, man, where are you from? And we have a good conversation. I think it just facilitates friendship, and video games they're just an escape from reality. If you can afford a video game console, but you can't afford like a multi-$1,000 vacation to somewhere you want to go, or a couple $100 vacation every so often. I mean, you can literally have a daily vacation in a video game. You can get out of your reality. Like I talked about at the start, like I played so much time playing Skyrim because it let me go back to the Middle Ages. It let me experience mining to a degree without all the backbreaking, sweat, and glue. But the fun parts of mining, like getting the ores and blacksmithing afterwards and honing a skill to the point of perfection where I could learn to create new things. And a lot of people, I think, that play games like that really wish that the world operated on that basis. Like, you put in the effort, you get a reward. When in reality, you can put in all the effort in the world, but without some luck on your side, you may not reap any rewards for that. Got 12 months spent power. I think it's time to call it. Oh, he in trouble. No, don't kill him. I got you, bro. I got you. Come and save my man. Come and save me, man. Oh, the minion saved her. Oh, didn't save her good enough. Did not save her good enough. Damn, she got some armor. Get back over here. She luckily escaped that. And if I had spent this power I had, I'd have killed her no problem. But yeah, dude, if you watch any of my videos, you can pretty well see I'm just a chill, laid-back guy. I'm happy with everything. Even when I'm doing bad, like, you might see me, like, not super happy, but you'll never see me, like, rage out and just, like, get pissed. That's not my thing, and I think part of that mentality comes from video games. Like, especially while I'm on a video game, like, you'll never see me get mad on a video game. Because at the end of the day, I'm fortunate enough to be able to play a video game. There are people all over the world who want to, but they could not afford to cut on a video game. So I hope I get my channel to the point where I'm in a position where I can do free giveaways and stuff like that. Like, I look forward to that. And I'm not talking about, like, doing a free giveaway once a year. I'm talking like a couple times a year, doing free giveaways and giving to somebody who literally has no console and couldn't afford their own console, but give it to them, because I know that me giving them that would be giving them a feeling like what I have, because what I have when I'm playing videos. I'm giving somebody this great feeling that I have. And I see some YouTubers do it, and I realize that a lot of them do it for publicity. I'm not saying all of them do, though. That's the main reason behind it. Maybe they just want to give back just like me. But that was annoying. Bastard. I think the video gaming, and not just video game, I think people in general should think of themselves as one, not as separate. Not saying think of yourself as one of us, not nothing like that, but think of each other like, literally treat people how you would want people to treat you. And if I had it in my pocket and I'm a friend with someone and we have a good standing relationship, and they don't have, I'm gonna see that they have as well. Like, I've never been that type of selfish person. Everybody describes me as friendly. I try to be friendly with people, and I think part of that comes from me being in video games, meeting people from all over the world. You have to adapt and be comfortable with being around people that you otherwise wouldn't meet. I, for one, think that they've made me a better person. I think they made me, well, I was never a discriminating person, but they pretty well prevented me from being a discriminatory person, because I've had to get along and cooperate and work with people from all walks of life. There we go, got the whole wave. Was that supposed to hit me? He comes back close like that again, I got him. Bastard, lucky. Damn, I'm out of mana after that little. Oh, that's terrible. I'm thinking we're gonna win this one. They've taken one of our towers. Really, he used his ultimate on minions? What's wrong with this dude? On my way to right now. Wasted that. Should have used my other one. Upgrade this. But yeah, man, if you're a person that can just literally try to get along with people, you'll probably do pretty well in life. I mean, of course, people will do you wrong when you're like that kind of giving person, but don't let that affect. Really? That dude is terrible with Gideon. He has missed me with that twice now, and died from it twice already. And he's also missed me with every one of his attacks. There's another one. There's a Murdoch. Okay, that may very well. Oh, that actually hurt. Oh, they gonna kill me. They gonna get me, y'all. They got me. They got me. Oh well, what am I at? 2-1. And that's all I got is 2 kills. See, that was physical and energy twice. Who do they have on their team? Their team is. Yeah, their team is heavy energy. Unfortunately, I only have. See, that's what I like to. I forgot to put my Tomb Barrier on this. So I know if I got something. Okay, well, still I'll get some health out of this thing. Let's go with that. Now that my mind's off of the fighting, well, in this game, name some of the games you guys like to play. Like it might even be a title I've never heard of. What was like one of the first video games you remember playing? Like what's one of the name like the first video game you've ever played, and name the first online video game you've ever played. For me personally, my first my first online on a console game was Gears of War, and it's like when I just got my Xbox 360, and I was like so happy I had like this Diablo on PC. Steven Click says, for me, yeah, it was Diablo off. Good Jesus. FIFA World Cup 2012 on the old Xbox. Oh, Xbox 360. Oh, you guys must be younger than me, man. The first online game I played, first online game I played on console was Gears of War, and it was on Xbox 360. And that was literally the first online title I'd ever played on the console. And my first like online on the PC game, it was an MMO. And if you guys are familiar with this, you're gonna laugh at it. But oh, the very old Xbox. Oh, you said 2012, FIFA World Cup 2012 on the old Xbox. Yeah, the original, just the Xbox. COD, Call of Duty. Whew, Call of Duty was. I can't believe that little bastard made it out of that. Let's see. Yeah, it was Gears of War on the Xbox, and you're gonna laugh at this if you've ever heard of or played this game. My first online computer game was RuneScape, and I found it through a website called miniclip.com. And like literally for the first like 4 or 5 months I played this game, I was unaware that it had its own website, and I played it through Miniclip. And I think I played that game for years, and after a while of that, I got into WoW. I got into World of Warcraft, and after World of Warcraft for a long time, I got right back into RuneScape because I started missing it. I had a lot of friends, like in high school and middle school, I had friends that played the game RuneScape just as much as me. Oh, you said 2008, all right. In high school and middle school, I had friends that played RuneScape as much as I did, and like it brought us all together. And the reason we even became friends was because I overheard them talking about RuneScape at school. And they're like, "Oh, y'all play that too?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they explained a lot of things to me, and I progressed and got better from the game. And it literally got me cool with guys that I probably wouldn't have been as cool with. I mean, we had, later on after that we had classes together, but before that I never had a class with them. We were middle school at the time, 7th and 8th grade. I was just meeting them. First online game was Call of Duty. My first online first person shooter was, Gears was third person. So my first online FPS was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh, you dirty bastard for that. They got me again. Alright. Good move. Good move. But, and I mean, it gives me fond memories thinking back, and like those guys, I still make sure I stay in touch with them to this day. Actually, one of them was my roommate for a bit, and we had a falling out as roommates, but like we were cool enough to go to college together and have a roommate, like, and be roommates with each other, share the place we lived, and that was a friendship pretty much made through a game like RuneScape. Video games have been bringing me together with friends and family as long as I could remember. Like, we would go over to my aunt and uncle's house, and I would meet like all of my first cousins on my dad's side, and we would literally just huddle up in a room and play PlayStation 2 for hours and hours, and that's probably what also got me not to like non-multiplayer games, because it would be so many of us there, and y'all think we wouldn't have the opportunity to play all at once. So like that's when I started to like multiplayer. Like the more people we could have playing with us together, the more fun it was. My first big multiplayer game was Halo, the original Halo on the original Xbox. And like, dude, we played that for hours. That was like half the time at school. We like, And I mean, not just the kids you would consider your typical gamers. It was like the cool kids. They would sit at school and talk about Halo, and we would all get together after school. And before you knew it, it was once again kids that wouldn't kick it together at school, but and like wouldn't normally kick together at school. But now we're hanging out together at school, and when we get off of school, we're going over to each other's houses because we want to play. Oh, that kid is so dead. That kid is so dead. Wait. Oh, I couldn't hit him with that. Now you SOL. Where you going? You dirty bastard! He stole my kill. Oh, that's so messed up. That was cheap. That was so cheap. That was cheap. I gotta express that one. I'm sorry. That was cheap. Oh yes. Well, I'm not sure if they're actually trolling or if they're just bad at the game. Usually when someone's trolling, in Paragon, by trolling, do you mean like they just sit back at the base and do nothing? Because that's usually guys with bad connections. I would assume. Now, of course, they get some guys that just want to get their first one of the day, and then you have let me stay back. I don't let my mana come up. You get the guys that just sit back and. Oh, I couldn't even move. They kept me in the air on that one. That was a good team combo. Good teamwork. People who just like to troll. Now explain what you mean by just trolling, because I've seen the guys who just outright terrible in tower dive, and I'm not sure if they're trolling us or if they're just bad. And then you have like the death balls. I'm not so sure that you get people who just oh yeah, I've seen the guys who are just complete dicks, but I'm not sure if they're doing it to troll. I think they're just legitimate dicks. I don't think that they're like just like deciding to just poke buttons and mess with you. I think that's like the natural them. But you have that. Who? Why the anger? Who is Chris De La Torre? Do you know him? Does anybody know this guy? Chris, why? I suck with my life. Okay, well, I won't do that, but let's just pretend I did, and you can stop talking to me. I'm a very nice guy, but I'm really great at being an asshole too. I just choose not to be. Well, yeah. Somebody's like menstrual today. He literally just hopped in the chat just to say fuck you, suck a cock bitch. I must have killed him in one of these streams or something, and he just is pissy about it. I don't know. Occasionally I get guys like that, and then sometimes we end up being friends. Who knows? Just because you're a dick to me sometimes doesn't mean I might not be cool with you later. But I have no idea who this kid is, or why he had such an extreme dislike for me apparently. How much CS? They're actually catching up in CSP. And literally, I can't really recall anything I've been doing in this game for the last couple of minutes. I've really been flying on autopilot. Let's grab this. You suck with your life. Huh. But he must be the best Paragon player of all time ever. I don't know. See, but that's like what I was talking about at the start of this video. Like guys like him, they're like literally right as he hopped in, there are people like him in the world who are just sour and salty for no reason. And so if by trolling you mean guys like him, I'm pretty sure they're on the game. But luckily a lot of them play on PS4 and they don't have a keyboard hooked up, so we don't have that to worry about. Oh, dude, yeah, it's like if you see what this guy said, for the guys who just jumped in, check out Chris De La Torre. Look at his comment. It was completely unprovoked and random. But hey man, life's random. I don't get mad about shit like that. People want to be sour their whole lives or be sour for no reason. I say shit, let them. They got the freedom to do it. I won't cry and lose sleep over it. I can promise you that much. I grew up in Southern Louisiana in public school system, man. If you don't have a thick skin by the time you graduate there, you'll never make it. That won't work, but you will die when you come down, buddy. Oh, that bastard actually hurts. No, he's dead, man. Good job, team. I just get held back up. See, I can get over there and kill her. But yeah, like, typically video game community, you don't experience people like Chris De La Torre, and that's the wonderful part of it. I mean, occasionally you find people like that in every video gaming community. True, but you find more people like that outside of video games. I don't see a reason for having somebody pissed or like just hostile while playing video games. I just like came through and partied all that guy stuff. Sorry about that. I didn't think I was going to kill them. I was trying to help him get the last hits. Yeah, like you said, Angel, completely uncalled for. But usually you don't experience that, and like you run into people like that everywhere in real life. And if you're younger and you're like you haven't started enjoying the oh yeah, I mean you get them, but that's the whole reason that I bring my computer keyboard into the living room when I'm playing in here, and I hook it up to my PS4. Like all you have to do on Paragon is just plug your controller, plug your keyboard into a USB slot on it, and it'll work. You can message back. And yeah, I know when you solo queue, you can run into people like that, but the truth is, in the real world, you can't really avoid them either. And I know you go to video games to get away and have your place of peace. Oh hell, he's in 2-on-1. We should be able to take this before they can take that tower, though. I love that combo, like that smash and grab, and then what the hell is that last one? Double pain. It works great. Like at this point, once you hit 40, 30 points, it wipes all the minions up. As soon as I get my ult, I'm gonna drag this guy out of here. Oh, that was healthy. Yeah. Definitely retreat. Make sure he gets out of here safe.
Allied tower destroyed.
Yeah, but usually you don't have to experience people like him, and it's one of the reasons that I don't enjoy people like him in the community, because they come into a place that's supposed to be like your escape from reality, your escape from all of the assholes, all of your stress of the day, and they bring that right in. And then that just brings in a question like their very existence. Like, is your sole purpose in life for that guy? Damn, I wish I could scroll up on those. That whatever your name is, I don't remember your name anymore. I don't hold grudges and stuff like that. I don't have time for it. But what is your sole purpose in life? Just to like wake up and just bitch, or just whine about shit, or hate on other people? That like your sole purpose? Because if so, you have a very sad existence. And I can tell you, I've never contemplated suicide, and I don't intend to. But if you seem to act like that for no reason, I'm willing to bet you have as a person. You come off as a really shitty person. And I'm trying to say that as nice as possible, and I know that's really hard to say nicely, but it's like my honest opinion of the situation. You come off as a shitty person. Oh hell, I just talked about kill yourself. You might not be able to monetize this video anymore. Oh well. But I know YouTube's done that recent change, and regulations and stuff. So now I feel like kind of watch my mouth. Like I said, I worked as a mechanic for 6 years, so I'm not exactly keeping my conversation completely saintly all the time. It's really hard to do that because I'm used to talking with dudes that are like 3 times my age and shit. Yeah, not everyone. Not everyone's salty, but everyone on the internet has an opinion. Everyone on the internet feels they're right. Nobody can feel differently than somebody else, and not go into an immediate argument. Like, 2 people can't have a rational conversation where like they disagree without entering an argument. And for me, the question is just why? Like, why can't you just agree to disagree, look at it from his point of view, look at it from your point of view, and if you don't change your mind, let him know that your mind hasn't changed, but he has valid points. Or if he doesn't have any valid points, let him know that his points aren't valid, and the person being told that shouldn't take offense to that, because the man was only speaking his honest opinion. All women, let's keep it sexually equal here, but the person is only expressing an opinion. There's no need for just hate on the internet, and just I don't know. I'm really just happy-go-lucky, I guess. Can't everybody look at the world like not everybody's gonna look at the world the way I do, and I understand that, but I just don't understand the need to be a complete dick. I'm not mean to people unless people are mean to me, and it usually takes a good bit of them like bugging me before I decide to be mean back. Oh, that was dirty. That was real dirty. I'm gonna get you back for that. Ooh, luckily he missed that. I'm still gonna die though. Yeah, I'm gonna die. How many kills that? Oh hell, I'm 4-4. I'm not even doing that good with this build yet. Maybe that increase in attack speed will make some type of difference, and I can actually start doing something to him. Also, the fact that I didn't add any energy on me isn't helping me. I'm on Chimera. Chimera should be able to solo OP. Yeah, he can solo. He's good. The longer the fight goes on, the better that guy gets. That's one thing I love about playing with Chimera on here from people who haven't played with Chimera. And I literally can't think of a better example than that of like why people on video games should just be happy and shouldn't be like that guy. Like, what's the reason the whole term salty came about is because of players and people like the guy whose name I can't remember. We're gonna call you No Name for the rest of the stream unless someone tells me your name. Torres something Del Torres, I think. But I'm gonna call you No Name if you're still in the stream.
The carrier has dropped.
But just for the light. Why is he leaving the orb there? No! This dude left the orb just sitting in the jungle. Alright, I think he's trolling. That cannot be intentional. There's
The enemy has taken.
What the hell was that? Why'd you leave off? And then get killed afterwards. This guy is utterly amazing. Wow. It's alright. You might get the orb, but I'm gonna kill the hell out of you afterwards. Oh, you as dead as they come. Well, if it's not you, him. Oh hell. And he just lost us the all prime, so we can't. This dude single-handedly lost us the game just now. But like teleporting and dropping the orb and then leaving it when he was the only person on the team alive. Leaving it on the map and going back to the base. While he was at full health. I have never seen anything like that before. This entire time I played this game. Oh, you said the dude's name was Chris? Well, oh hell, we lost. Yeah, we definitely lost this. Thank you, guy. God, she's so annoying with this. They got me again. What am I, 5-5 now? I have no idea. Chimera was doing good. I have no idea what that guy was even thinking. Well, seeing as we lost this match, I might as well talk about Buckshot. He hit the Buckshot twice. Cool. But I just don't see what would be the need for all of the hate in the community. If you're bad at a game, you're bad at a game. There's no reason for you to get mad. Like, I've heard people rage quit. And like, this is going back as far as my very first online MMO. Well, I've seen people rage quit in RuneScape. I'm pretty sure they broke the computer, but they like cursed out everyone in the area when they died. And like, just like whatever, I quit. I'm never getting on again. And seriously, never cut it back on. And like, then going back to Gears of War, that's like the first game I played with a headset and you could do team speak and I could hear everyone. And I've heard guys get so mad and it just followed the times. And like, now instead of like what was more teenagers and grown men, now you hear like 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds raging because all they've been shown by the, oh, he's in trouble. Why would you abandon him? Oh, that's so messed up. That is so messed up, Murdoch. But see, is everybody on the team at 60? God, no, I'm the only one at 60. But it's no reason for it. You're doing something fun. What's with the hate? If somebody's doing something wrong, don't just curse them out. Don't get pissed. Correct them. Let them know what to do. Now I understand there are some players who just don't want to learn how to do it the right way. God, he's gotten his ultimate back already. I can't wait to come in. I'm gonna kill the hell out of that Faye if she's still alive. She won't be, but. No escape. I'm definitely gonna do some tweaking to this deck, like including energy armor for one. Hell, somebody's pushing his left lane. He's gonna defend right lane from what? Alright, come on, man. I need more mana on this dude too. It's a little bit too low. I can only get a couple of attacks and I'm out and with my abilities anyway. Consider I'm only hitting 264. I think I'd rather go with the straight damage and attack speed instead. You guys that are in the stream have any questions or anything about video games that you think? I know. And like that literally was the turning point for the match right there. Like we still have them beat in kills. But there's been many times where I've been on a team where I did really good and the team had, my team still managed to have less kills. Oh, hell. I don't think Chimera has a clue what he's doing. How many am I going to run into here? A lot. Bye, Gideon. And that may have just turned this alt fight in our favor. What's good, Ty? Been a while since I've seen one of these, but honestly, I took like a day or two off. I've been like studying the hell out of that PS4 Pro. God, it got me again. That Sparrow must have hella high armor. I'm willing to bet it. Let's see. Nope, health. Health and a little bit of physical armor. But a lot of health. I think I'm 6-6 this game, so mediocre. Not really helping or hurting my team too much. Deep in left lane, man. Oh my god. I don't think. Now, see, when you get this, you get the guys who are inexperienced, or the guys who think they know what they're doing. That just, if you really wanted to win this match, ignore the minions. Yeah, I know he's at the core. The core is taking damage, but it's better to let the minions do the little bit of damage they're doing now. Go get that orb from them, get our inhibitors back up, and now we're on equal ground again, and we can push their lanes. Because we were winning the lane push until Chimera here messed up so amazingly bad. Come on, man, take one of them out. I'm not usually one for the surrender button, but I think I want to hit it this game. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions. Any other questions you guys had about, any other statements about video games you guys could think of, or like what video games really mean to you? Yeah, they took that. Just let them destroy it. Might as well. Let them have their fun. Get the structure damage. The team just outright outsmarted us. I'm so used to going with a lot less than like 5 kills. This is weird. But for the guys who watched the entire stream, or even if you got in late and you watched the stream, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the stuff I was talking about. I try to do a stream every day. I try to stay involved with everybody in the stream and communicate with everyone that watches any of my videos. So if you guys comment, as long as I notice it while I'm watching it, Dude, I play Call of Duty. Well, I've slowed down on the Call of Duty since they got into Black Ops 3. I play Smite. Mad Max was one. I know that they have holy hell, what game is it? I literally just signed up for this beta. Ubisoft has a game that's coming out, and the beta starts on the 14th or the 15th. Holy hell, what were you? Actually, I guess I could get that out there at the end of this video too for everyone that's still here, because I literally just finished signing up for this. It's like alpha and beta sign up right now for... You guys have any idea what Ubisoft games are coming out right now? It completely slipped my mind. I played Battlefield 1. I did streams on that one. I played The Division a lot at first, but then it got really broken, so I left it alone. What other games? Dude, I played just about everything. I recently downloaded Lords of the Fallen, and I started playing that. I've been enjoying that, so a little bit of my time has been taken up there. What else do we have? I like racing games. I like shooters. I like MMOs, RPGs. I know Skyrim's coming out for PS4 soon. So I'm hoping it's around the same time as the PS4 Pro, because I'm going to try to do a 4K stream of Skyrim. So that's going to be something to look forward to. Where are you? I know Mafia 3 is coming out really soon, so I'm looking forward to Mafia 3. That's another one. But I'm gonna start doing walkthroughs in the single player games, but for the time being, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer because multiplayer, it seems like it appeals to a lot more people at the time. But I'm still gonna do my single player walkthroughs, story modes of different video games. Not a division. Why would I care about the? Oh, For Honor. That's what it is. For Honor's coming out. So if you guys are interested in For Honor, go over to Ubisoft's website and sign up for Honor, or just go to forhonor.ubisoft.com and you can sign up to get access to the alpha or the beta. Now they're gonna choose people for the alpha and the beta, but hopefully you get picked, and that way you guys can play with me when I actually get on that one. I don't know. I know I would love it for 2-player Skyrim. I don't know if they're gonna go that route. I also want to get on Elder Scrolls Online. I'm contemplating making that another purchase, but like I said, I've been kind of like trying to spread out across a lot. Yeah, For Honor does look awesome, man. I'm itching for that one, and I watched the PlayStation presentation of the 4K upscale For Honor, and if you have a 4K TV or monitor, please go check that video out, man. Because if you look at it in real, like on a 4K screen, that For Honor looks beautiful. So I'm going to get that one, and I'm trying to find out what specs. I'm not sure if it's running at 30 or 60 frames a second yet on the 4K on a PS4 Pro. But For Honor's going to be one. I'm trying to see what other upcoming titles we're looking at. I looked at that what was it? I think Horizon Zero Dawn. I saw the trailer for it, but I don't think there's gonna be a game that really catches my attention. Not like a Skyrim or a For Honor. Or I like medieval fighting games. I like first-person shooters. I like racers. I like true MMOs. So that's why I want to get into Elder Scrolls Online. But I decided to buy Overwatch, and not saying anything bad about Overwatch. Overwatch was fun. I had a good time on it. But for the amount of money I spent, I should have got Elder Scrolls Online, because I've gotten a lot more time out of that game than Overwatch. Overwatch feels really repetitive to me, and I know that's hard to say coming from Paragon, but the matches are different. I can progress my characters differently. I unlock new cards. It's a reason for me to keep coming back to Paragon compared to playing Overwatch. So if you played Overwatch and you haven't played Paragon yet, play Paragon, and once you get it figured out, tell me that you're not having more fun on Paragon. And I have to agree with you if you feel that way, but I feel differently. If that's how you feel about it, if you feel Overwatch is better than Paragon, by all means. Exactly. I bought Overwatch, man, and it hurt my feelings because I was expecting so much more from it. It's like a MOBA without the MOBA progression. There's no leveling up through the match. Every character is the same every match throughout the match. You can kind of play with them a little bit differently, but there's no real major difference. There's nothing tactical to it. It's a dumbed down MOBA. It's a simplified MOBA to me. So I'm not enjoying that. Like, I'd rather play Smite or Paragon than play Overwatch. So what else do we have besides those? There's a lot of other games around the corner that I've just like. Oh, Days Gone is another one I'm trying to find right now, actually. Let's see, Days Gone release date. It comes. Why would they? Now tell me this makes any sense to you guys. You know, Days Gone is coming out the day after Christmas. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you drop a video game the day after Christmas? I'm hoping this is wrong, but GameStop has it as release date 12. Oh my God! Never mind. Days Gone has a release date for 2017. I'm hoping that is wrong. I think they're saying this. I'm actually getting ready to get off of the stream, but they started asking me questions. I see people jumping in, so I don't like to just jump out when people are jumping in. Xmas cash nowadays, yeah, that's true. I'm waiting to see when. It's a lot of titles. I play a whole bunch of genres. I play first-person shooters. I tend to be good at a lot of the games I pick up, and even if I'm not that good at it, I'll still try to give it a go until I can get it figured out. So if you enjoyed everything you saw and you're looking forward to more stuff, man, please. Travis Sinclair, he's always in my streams. Tyan is always in my streams. There's actually a couple other guys that are always in my streams, and I really appreciate that. And they're my subscribers. I talk to them every day. Every day that I have a stream, we speak, and even when I'm not in the stream, sometimes we play together. So by all means, you can send me a friend request on Paragon. Subscribe, like, and comment, man. Appreciate it. Who else did we have? I think that's gonna be it. Gius, I appreciate the sub so much, man. I'm trying to hit the 100 mark. and it's like slowly getting there. I literally just started taking this anything like serious a month ago, and my channel has like tripled in subscribers, almost quadrupled in subscribers and new, and my views have just went up hundreds of times over, so I'm really appreciating it. Thanks, Tyan. Y'all boys have a good one. I'm actually contemplating whether or not I'll do another stream. I'm thinking about doing Laws of the Fallen next, but I've been doing a lot of this today, so I don't know. If I do and I'm subscribed, you guys will get the notification. I'm gonna have to set up a Twitter account, even though I'm very against social media. So I think I have one set up for Facebook for this account, but I don't actively use it. I'm gonna have to actually start like letting people know ahead of time I'm gonna go on a stream instead of just putting up a stream right then. So I'm gonna have to set up a Twitter, and if I set up a Twitter, it's gonna be GhostlyGhille, the same as this. I've got to change my Facebook's account name back to GhostlyGhille because it was Quick Draw Gaming for a while, but I changed it. Laws of the Fallen is free on PS4 right now, so if you have a PS4, go and download Laws of the Fallen. It is hard as hell at first. You're gonna die a lot. Don't get mad. It was irritating me, but after a while, you start getting better gear and progressing. And also, you don't level up until you meet certain save points, so don't wonder why you're getting experience and not getting any skill points, because that's how it works. So I'm contemplating the Lord of the Fallen one either later today or early tomorrow. And I have to try. I'm trying to see if I can some kind of way squeeze in. I haven't played Dark Souls yet, but I heard it's a great game. I also heard a couple people died playing it from playing too much time. That's kind of depressing. But like with RPG games, outside of like games like Skyrim, when it's just like it's really a vast and expansive world, I think I'm more aimed towards MMOs. Like I said, I played RuneScape from the time I was 10 years old, so 2000, up until, actually I started playing it just before my 10th birthday in like December of 2000, and then I made my 10th birthday in 2000, and then I played it all the way up until I was like 18 or 19. When can you get a live stream of Laws of the Fallen? I did one the other day. Or do you mean when can you do one, or when can I? If you can download it and do a live stream of it today. It's the free one. Go in the PlayStation Network store and go to the free section. It's on the right side if I remember correctly. But Laws of the Fallen is a free game for right now. So definitely go give that one a look. It'll kick your ass at first. I'm not even lying, man. It's gonna give you some trouble. Like that first big dude you run into in like one of the very first rooms you're in, he's gonna give you hell. Just remember to lock on to the people you fighting and lock off when you're fighting multiple and switch targets. And also rolls and blocks, very important. Also, dude, I did some Destiny if you check my first video on my first two videos on my channel, and this is how old this is, the first two videos on my channel are like Destiny montages. Like I was still doing montages at the time. I wasn't really doing live streams. I hadn't gotten my camera yet. But I had like some amazing kill games. So if you go all the way down to my very first two videos, you'll see Destiny. I haven't been on it in a while. I don't know how good it is these days. I'll probably get back into it. It really depends on what people want to watch. Like lately my Paragon videos have been getting tons of views, so it's been Paragon. But if you guys have a request and you want to see something else, send in a request during the stream or comment under anything. If you comment under any one of my videos, I check all of my comments. I make sure I reply to everyone who comments me, whether they be positive or negative. But if you guys want to see me play a certain video game, try out a different genre, or try out a really terrible deck in this game, or try to see if I can make something weird work, comment it and that'll be in the works. Yeah, I still have Destiny. I think it's like up in the drawer in the room. I literally haven't cut that on in over a year. But I'll play if you get on it, man. I probably need to get some updates. I think I paid for the first few DLCs on it too. I just stopped playing it after a while. It took too long after that first raid to come out. It took too long. I played another game of Paragon. I was actually getting off of Paragon. I'm so sorry if you missed the stream. I know I'm at an hour and 14 in. But if you missed the stream, it'll be completely rewindable. You should be able to go back and watch it. I'm sorry about that. If you like what you see in the stream, like the other guys I was talking to, go back, comment, like, subscribe. If you don't like it, dislike it and comment why you didn't like it. Tell me what I did wrong. I don't get mad at negative comments. I literally don't. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's going to be the end of the day's stream. I may do another one. If you subscribe, you'll find out about it before the other people who just randomly scroll by. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Later.